1. Greeting. Welcome, fellow cosmic voyagers, to another thrilling journey into the heart of space weather. Your weekly update on the sun's tumultuous temperament and its profound impact right here on Earth is here. Grab your favourite beverage, dim the lights, and prepare for a forecast that might just send a shiver down your spine. 2. Intriguing hook. This week, our sun is preparing a series of geomagnetic surprises that will unfold across the globe. We're on the cusp of a significant rise in activity, culminating in a powerful surge that could touch us all. The quiet hum of space is about to be punctuated by the roar of solar wind, carrying with it a silent, unseen force. 3. General forecast for the week. Looking at the week ahead from January 12th to January 18th, 2026, we can characterise it as a week of rising tension, moving from moderate disturbances to a definite peak. While the early days will see active conditions, the latter half of the week holds the highest risk of minor geomagnetic storms. Expect not one, but two distinct waves of elevated activity with the potential for sudden fluctuations as our star continues its dynamic dance. 4. Scientific briefing, short. So, what exactly is a magnetic storm, and why should we care? Imagine our Earth wrapped in an invisible shield, its magnetosphere, protecting us from the sun's harsh reality. A magnetic storm is essentially a colossal cosmic punch thrown by the sun, distorting the shield. These punches originate from three main culprits: solar flares, intense bursts of radiation, coronal mass ejections, CMEs, gigantic clouds of superheated plasma hurled into space, and high-speed streams from coronal holes, areas where the sun's magnetic field opens up, releasing fast solar wind. When these energetic particles reach Earth, they clash with our magnetosphere, causing it to ripple and sometimes even crack. To measure the strength of these celestial impacts, scientists use the KP index. This index ranges from 0, calm, to 9, extreme storm. A KP of 4 indicates active conditions, while a KP of 5 or higher signals a geomagnetic storm. These storms are further categorized using NOAA's G scale. G1, minor, starts at KP5, G2, moderate, at KP6, and so on, up to G5, extreme. Understanding these numbers helps us gauge the potential severity of a space weather event. 5. Magnetic storm. Calendar for the week, main block. Let's break down the week day by day as the cosmic energies ebb and flow, building towards a dramatic crescendo. Monday, January 12th. The week kicks off with an elevated geomagnetic environment. We anticipate active conditions with a KP index of 4. This activity is largely due to recurrent solar wind influences, possibly from a coronal hole high-speed stream. While not yet a full-blown storm, sensitive individuals might already feel subtle shifts. Tuesday, January 13th. Active conditions persist. Expect another day with a KP index of 4. The sun continues to send us its energetic particles, maintaining a heightened state in Earth's magnetic field. This sustained activity could lead to minor disruptions for those particularly susceptible. Wednesday, January 14th. Our third consecutive day of active geomagnetic conditions, with the KP index holding steady at 4. The underlying solar wind patterns are proving quite persistent. This marks the end of our first wave of elevated activity, leaving us wondering what comes next. Thursday, January 15th. A welcome respite arrives. We forecast quieter conditions, with the KP index dropping to 2. This is an unsettled to quiet period, offering a brief window of calm before the storm truly gathers its strength. Take a deep breath. The cosmic tide is momentarily receding. Friday, January 16th. The calm continues, with the KP index remaining at 2. This is another day of relative tranquility, allowing Earth's magnetosphere to regain its composure. Enjoy this period of lower activity, as our forecast indicates a significant shift just around the corner. Saturday, January 17th, the peak of the storm. Prepare yourselves, as this is predicted to be the most active day of the week. We are forecasting a strong storm with a KP index of 5, reaching a G1 minor geomagnetic storm level. This surge is attributed to a high probability storm window and sustained solar wind influence. This could manifest as noticeable impacts on sensitive systems and individuals. Sunday, January 18th. The storm continues. Another day with a KP index of 5, sustaining the G1 minor geomagnetic storm conditions. While the very peak might have passed, the lingering effects of the solar disturbance will still be keenly felt. This marks the second peak day of this significant geomagnetic event before activity begins to gradually subside. 6. Possible consequences. These celestial events, while invisible, can have tangible effects. For meteoro-sensitive individuals, the active days and especially the G1 storm conditions, KP5, on the 17th and 18th could trigger headaches, migraines, increased anxiety and disturbances in sleep patterns. Blood pressure fluctuations and strain on the cardiovascular system are also common complaints. On the technological front, GPS and GLUNASS systems might experience slight degradation or accuracy issues. HF radio communications could see interruptions, especially at higher latitudes. While unlikely for G1 storms, stronger events can even impact power grids, although this week's forecast largely remains below that threshold. 7. Practical recommendations, 5 to 7 tips. To navigate this week of cosmic turbulence, here are some practical tips. For your health. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water throughout the day to support your body systems. Prioritize sleep. Aim for at least 8 hours of quality sleep, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, especially on active days. Balanced diet. Opt for lighter, easily digestible meals and avoid heavy food and alcohol, particularly during periods of magnetic activity. Limit stress. Engage in relaxing activities like meditation or light exercise to manage stress levels. Consult your doctor. If you have pre-existing health conditions, especially cardiovascular, monitor your symptoms and consult your doctor for personalized advice. For technology and daily life. Monitor navigation. Be aware that GPS systems might be slightly less accurate on the 17th and 18th. Back up important data. While extreme, always a good practice to protect your digital life during periods of elevated space weather. Stay informed. Keep an eye on reputable space weather forecasts for any sudden updates or changes in the prediction. 8. Important warning plus farewell. Remember, space weather forecasts are dynamic. The Sun is a volatile star, and unforeseen flares or coronal mass ejections can change the outlook rapidly. Always stay vigilant and informed. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the universe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a critical update on our cosmic neighborhood. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and keep looking up.